James Tavernier, be a hero.
Let's go!
Come on! I'm actually not watching this corner.
3-2 St Mirren, man.
It's over. Oh, man.
McGrath with a hat-trick as well, man.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you do not laugh, you'll cry.
Well, this is a feeling that I've certainly not missed being a Rangers fan. We've been quite spoiled lately with a lot of wins, but it's something that, well, you've seen a lot of reaction, I'm sure, on social media after this, a lot of mixed reactions, fans falling out. You tend to always see this after a Rangers loss. As I say, something I've definitely not missed, but one thing that I will say is win streaks, clean sheet records, they're all nice. They're all nice for a part of the season, but all that matters is Rangers Football Club is winning trophies, and that's another chance that we've bottled again. I've seen a lot of people say it's only one game in 27, 55 is all that matters. Of course, 55 is the most important thing, but when do we as Rangers fans just sit back and accept, it's alright, we don't want a treble? Like, of course, we all want a treble, and I do agree the most important thing is 55. Like, I'm trying not to be too negative in this video, but it's hard after this type of result. My worry now with this team is we've seen it before. Like, this is a trophy that we were odds-on favourites to win. All there was to get past St Mirren tonight, and then we had a semi-final of Hibs, St Johnstone and Livingston to get past. What happened in last year's League Cup when we lost to Celtic? The form was all over the place. Can you imagine the difference in confidence if we beat Celtic in that cup final? For example, if we went on to win this, the confidence it would have given the team to drive forward and get the league done as well. Like, my worry now is, like, I don't think it'll happen, but from basically having PTSD from this team, what we've seen in the past, this type of performance has been enough to almost go on and derail a season. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I'm certainly not as confident about Motherwell at the weekend as I was 90 minutes ago. So we look at breaking down the performance and how this actually happened tonight. Like, it wasn't a weak team that we played. McGregor in goals, normal back four besides Calvin was in for Bonner, and I've seen he's been getting a lot of stick. He's young, mistakes are going to happen, but it's just so silly and naive. Like, the penalty's a stonewall penalty, in my opinion. I'm sure most people will agree with that, and I think we were actually quite lucky as well earlier. Maybe it might have been a soft one, but Balogun going shoulder to shoulder against a St Mirren player who was nowhere near the ball, so it could have been seen as obstruction. Put it this way, if it was a Rangers player, I'd have been shouting for it. And speaking of the back four as well today, St Mirren, they pinned their striker on Goldson to not allow him to bring the ball up from the back. How often is it been a method of attack from us recently? Goldson's pinging long balls over the top, Goldson driving forward, finding that short pass. They just totally didn't allow that today, and we spoke about that in our watch-along.
Look, this is the exact tactic here. Look what that left striker name is playing. He's sitting on Goldson every single time, forcing Balogun to be the one with the ball. Look, that other striker, no one's even pressing Balogun because it's fine. He's just sitting on the ball for like 30 seconds because he's not got the ability to ping the ball in behind. No one's coming short for it. So he's just standing with the ball, wasting time. I'm surprised teams haven't done this earlier, but they're just totally taking Goldson at the game. We're getting nothing going forward here.
The midfield three today are Zungu, Arfield and Aribo. To be fair, one of the only players of pass marks that I would give today is Zungu. I thought he was actually pretty decent, winning a good few second balls, being adventurous with his passes in behind today. I thought he was actually alright for us today, probably his best game in a Rangers shirt. Unfortunately, a lot of the team weren't at it today. Arfield and Aribo, I don't know why or where this came from. Arfield's been in such good form recently. I've got no idea why he couldn't string two passes together. You weren't seeing him getting involved in play. Aribo's not been his best since coming back from injury, and there's so many things all going wrong in one game just led to this. A front three today, I thought Kent looked the most dangerous. Well, Roof looked pretty dangerous late game. Itten, again, like many players today, no idea where this performance came from. It was his worst performance in a Rangers shirt. Couldn't stick anything, couldn't get involved in anything at all. Looked a shadow of the player that we've seen in the past few games. Roof, we barely mentioned his name until like the last 10 minutes of the game where he was doing some nice turns around defenders, got more involved then. Kent, he was trying a lot, giving the ball away a lot. It was like, Kent today reminded me of Kent when we first got him at Rangers. Morelos is a player who's divided opinion since he's got to us. He's been getting a lot of stick recently, but today we missed him majorly. we can't complain at missing him. I don't think we can really complain. It was stupid what he done to get banned, but I think it really shows a lot of people going about his lack of goals, but Gerrard's touched on it as well. It's not only that it brings to this team. It's great to see your strikers scoring goal, and hopefully he can get back to that form if/when he gets back into the team. But today we missed him dragging defenders to give Kent, Aribo, Arfield space to run into. We just did not see that at all today. I really don't know what even else to say about this game. Like, did we score too early? Just took our eyes off the ball? Because after we scored that goal, there was no real intensity in this game. St Mirren showed more intensity than us for the majority of this game. They really did want to get to that semi-final more than us. We made 4 subs to try and freshen the game up between the 50th and 70th minute. Never really seen a change in the game pattern at all, but a sub that possibly affected us when the game went to 2 each was Hadji coming off a Balogun. Hopefully the big man is alright. But that was a straight swap for Hadji, and that was with 10 minutes left, so we were really left with Goldson as the main defender, because we know Bolnat and Tav just love to bomb forward. Kamara dropped a little bit deeper, but it was just basically your all-out attack trying to get that goal, and it did work for us through a very unlucky effort from Tav. Davis, great finish from there, but the fact that we've not just held that ball, maybe the fact of not having 2 centre-backs on to defend the corner, which was 2 corners in a row. The St Mirren player was totally free at the back post, an absolute amateur goal to give away. After the elite, were we too excited? Were we thinking the game's already won? I cannot believe the man has been left totally open at the back post, and if you're going to get beat, you want it to be off a piece of brilliance that you can't really help, not stupidity like that. I honestly don't know what else to say about this game tonight. I'm so surprised I didn't see it coming at all. I'm excited for Saturday, I believe that's the word, so that we can hopefully put this to bed and get on with the league, but I'm just sitting here, fingers crossed, praying everything that this doesn't affect the league going forward. I don't know, maybe the kit was a bad omen tonight. I've seen a lot of people saying, please can we never wear that kit again, and to be honest, I thought the kit was really nice, but I can kind of understand people not wanting to see that kit again, considering that's by far our worst performance of the season. But on a serious note, we need to bounce back against Motherwell. It's an old football cliche, but this really is the test for this team's mentality, how we perform this weekend, because we've spoke about it, I've spoke about it a lot. Everyone's put their neck on the line saying this just feels and looks like the squad has a different mentality. Tonight didn't show that. Hopefully we're back to our normal selves on Saturday. For the rest of this video, I'm just going to leave in some highlights from the watch along. I've had a request recently in the comments from people saying they would like to see more live reactions from the watch along in here, so I'm going to put them at the end for anyone interested. And all I can say is finishing this again on the clean sheets, the win streaks, they're all nice, but what matters the most at the end of the day is Rangers winning trophies.
Bang that Goldson. Bang that Goldson.
Oh
Connor Goldson, by the way.
What can't he do right now? What can't he do if he's not scoring headers, pinging long balls? He's driving forward into the box, laces into the ball, across the box into the far corner. Didn't think the keeper moved. Connor Goldson, man, here we go again.
Making it controversial.
Penalty, St Mirren. Definitely deserved. Zungu into the back. Zungu back into the back. Too busy talking about Zungu.
Straight into his back.
I think we got lucky with the Balogun one, and he's went into the back. I don't think you can complain about that.
One each.
He played the perfect game now, son. Oh
Off
my
a
god!
bar.
Bar off a cross. McGregor looked very confident. I think he was about the only person that looked confident there as that cross came in from Calvin's side. It smacked the bar, stayed in. Oh my god, it's actually 2-1 to St Mirren. Why is the defence walking about with the ball as if we're 2-1 up here?
Missing for Bassey as well. Bassey wasn't given those options.
And again, man! No wonder he get booked, get him off. It's having an absolute howler. Hitting with a long shot, it's dangerous, keeper spilled it. Is that a chance?
Let's go!
Oh!
Let's go!
Oh, what's it, Dave? Oh! Said the ball was it? Oh my
I thought that was 3. I thought that was 3.
The man just had a free header.
Oh.
James Tavernier, be a hero.
Let's go!
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Mate, I'm not even celebrating that much because it's expect 3-2 St Mirren, man.
Oh man.
McGrath with a hat-trick as well, man.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you do not laugh, you'll cry.